I'm Rob Lennon from Gundooey Organics, a farm it's called Gundooey, and it's about an hour north of Mudgee, or about 5 hours northwest of Sydney. And we produce organic Wagyu beef cattle. We're the only people in Australia that I'm aware that do that. Wagyu as a breed have tremendous eating quality. A lot of people have heard about the marbling, but there's a lot of nutritional advantages in Wagyu as well. In our situation, in the 10 years that we've been grazing in this way and growing cattle in this way, we've seen marked improvements in the quality of the pasture, the quality of the soil, and that's what I believe would be sustainable land use management. Hi Clive. Well, this particular one loves a neck rub. The two that went down to TEDx were part of this mob a month ago. Hello. Hey. Seeing the truck drive off every 4 weeks is always a little bit sad. The first time I had cattle processed at Cow Abattoir, I actually went through every stage with the cattle because I wanted to see exactly what happened to them to raise my level of understanding or awareness. It is the understanding of some that cattle production isn't sustainable. The cattle do a very important job. Okay, they are taking nutrients away, but they're actually recycling nutrients. If there wasn't anything taking the grass away, it becomes dry and stagnant and it stops cycling. You have a cow pat on a say like a really hard piece of ground, and there's a lot of dung beetles around. You go back and in a week's time and pick that dung off the ground. You peel it off the ground, and those dung beetles have bored holes into that hard ground and opened it up and carried nutrients down into the soil. Target 100, they asked me to be involved in the TEDx for 2013 at the Opera House, and I'm very chuffed to be a part of it. I've been following TEDx a little bit over the past few years, but this is the first event I've ever been to. Yes, what an eye-opener. The venue at the Opera House was pretty full on as well.
Well, how is this for ambitious? We're going to try and walk you through a piece of meat from being a cow all the way to being in the pot. We're going to start with Robert, he's a farmer.
Target 100 is a fantastic initiative whereby the producer and the consumer get to know more about each other.
I guess it just reminds you that you're actually eating an animal and that connection to where it's come from and how it's been treated is really important.
I love meat. I just love meat, but it needs to be raised right for me to eat it.
Farmers make the joke the best way to see the city is in the rear vision mirror. But I think it would be good if more farmers had a better awareness of what happens in the city, just as much as it would be for the city people to have an awareness of where their food comes from. Absolute privilege to be asked to have our beef there. Proud face.
Subconsciously, I think that I definitely will be forced to think about where my meat comes from.
People need to have a good understanding of their food because they're putting this stuff inside their body. So we've got some of our T-bones here that we're going to cook.
The beef is excellent. I don't think I have ever tasted beef like that before.
I think that we need to use every single part of the meat and there shouldn't be any wastage because a lot goes into the process and that there are different seasons and to eat with a bit more intelligence.